16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Anthony dishes to Noah. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Deep two from Anthony. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Hawks trail by 12. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Well, gentlemen, New York's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Well, thank you, Doris. Hopefully we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Scott is out there with Howard. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Cephalosha in at the three spot. Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And there's the feed to Bazemore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
I know it's a team game, but every now and then, guys detour into the one-on-one action that we've got on our hands right now. Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
That one goes. Count it. And New York leads by 17. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. Lee comes in for Derrick Rose. Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Kent Bazemore. New York calls timeout. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Louis Amundsen is checked in for Porzingis. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Jennings in for Courtney Lee. Now here's Jennings. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot falls short this time. The Hawks trail by 17. Schroeder kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Korver. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by New York. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Korver against Williams. The dish to O'Quinn. Holiday, the pass to Jennings. Outside Williams. Tries a three. No good. Korver with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And he commits the intentional foul. So New York ends up going with the new group.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injury.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Feeds it to Howard. To the paint, Sefolosha. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Sefolosha.
And here's Rose. Outside Anthony. To the left side wing. Passes it to Noah. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Hawks foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line.
Joakim Noah hits them both. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
The Hawks trail by 17. Pass to Sefolosha. And the shot is good.
Tom Sefolosha.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lee passes to Porzingis. Anthony dishes to Lee. Out to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. New York, no good that time either.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
2 points, parts unknown.
Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Schroeder. Five on the clock. Back to Millsap. Lets it go. And again, it's Atlanta.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Well, Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Here's Anthony. Tipped away.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Now, here's Schroeder, covered by Lee. Schroeder kicks to Korver. And it's off from three-point range. New York leading by 13. Outside Anthony. Noah with a screen for Anthony. Rose passes to Noah.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Lets it go with a 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Wow, has he flipped
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
We've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Noah. And it's Rose. And it's Lee in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Noah. Anthony, no one around. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 26 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New York.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Hawks.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 15. 51 seconds left in the 4th. So New York ends up going with the new group. .51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Nice form on the 20-footer. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jennings kicks to Williams. Outside Holiday. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now here's Heinrich. Humphries dishes to Scott. Williams comes with a double team. And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
.15 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Heinrich with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Holiday brings the double team. Shot clock at 5. Here's Humphries. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
New York calls timeout. They're up by 13. 1 second left to play here in the 4th. Deep 2 from Anthony, and the miss. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now,
Joe Kim, plenty went right for the team tonight, and how you guys executed. What was